Jerry Collins is out to prove he's still going to be a force in world rugby after spending a stint with Tana Umanga's Toulon's side. Collins has now moved off to the Welsh club Ospreys in a 2-year deal, and the 28-year-old joins fellow All Blacks Marty Hola and Philo Tiatia in a team that boasts an abundance of Welsh internationals.
To link the refuse collection depot in Swansea with the All Blacks would probably take more than the 6 degrees of separation. But for former Wellington player Jerry Collins, it brings back old memories. Collins and his new Ospreys teammates were there as part of an initiative to get the club more involved in the community.
When I was young, I actually worked on the rubbish bag, so it involves a lot more running, and that's what neighbour used to do it. So, and he used to take me when I was at college and school holidays. And when I left high school and started university, they were good enough to offer me a job, and I've done it for four or 5 years and made the All Blacks and didn't have to do it anymore.
It's been many years since Collins has had to get up so early in the morning, and the memory of those days back home has understandably faded.
It's been a long time since I've done this, so I suppose it's a trial and error thing this morning, so see how I go, eh?
Collins has gained a reputation as one of the most intimidating players on the international circuit, and he was certainly a destructive force during his time as an All Black. Unfortunately for Collins, the teams he's played for have never quite delivered when it matters most. The Hurricanes came up short in the 2006 Super 14 final, and the All Blacks flattered to deceive at the last 2 World Cups. But his proudest moments still came in a black shirt.
When you get asked to lead the country, it's a great honour, and it's one you never forget. Now I was fortunate enough to do it, 3 times and win 3 times, because the last thing you want to do is captain the All Blacks and lose.
Collins retired from international rugby last year when he took up an offer to play for his cousin Tana Umanga with Toulon in France. The flanker is quick to refute any suggestions that the decision was purely for financial reasons.
Played almost 200 games in the same place for 10 years. You just have to look like there's no big deal if English players and that go to France. They're not going for the gravy train, they just say they're going to France. But when Southern Hemisphere guys come over here, they say we come jumping on the gravy train. I suppose it's just, it's perspective, I suppose. And, it's just one of those things that you have to put up with. So. It's a shame because you've got to go, if you don't want to play in New Zealand, you've got to go play somewhere. And obviously, this is the only other place in the world, apart from me in South Africa, that actually play rugby. So if they played in America, I would have went to America.
He only played 1 season in France before heading to South Wales. His new teammates are glad that they'll not have to face the full fury of a Collins tackle.
It's great to have him on board. Great player, legend in the rugby circles, and certainly know what kind of player he is and what he gives every game. And that's what we want at the Ospreys. We want a player that's going to commit 100% every time he plays. Takes the ball forward and can break some ribs in defence as well, and that's exactly what we need.
Collins has signed a 2-year deal with the Welsh club and wants to keep his options open after that. He seems to enjoy the nomadic lifestyle, and there's no telling where he could end up next.
There's a lot of talk about players going back to New Zealand and chasing the World Cup, but I always played well for for teams and places that I felt comfortable living in, and who knows, after 2 years here in Swansea, if all goes well, this might be my new home, I suppose. So who knows?
Just as he's done throughout his career, Collins intends to give his all for his new club. Whatever happens, it's sure to be an explosive couple of years in South Wales.
I've forgotten how tiring this job is. But we still haven't finished, and we're about to go to training. Thank God for rugby, I suppose. No worries. Thanks, Ross. Wait!